Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through your Intro to Film Day number 1 assignment. So let's go ahead and get started. In class, if you log in during our live sessions, we will be continuing with Newsies as well, but it's time to move on to our next unit of study, which is going to be film, which actually is kind of perfect that we're continuing to watch Newsies with, because Newsies started out as a film. So yeah, we're ready to move on from musical theater into more broader film genres this week. And so what you're going to do is just start off with our basic information that you always enter: your email, your name, your class period. For our warm up today, instead of our traditional, stretching warm up, you have a short video to watch. This is called Pixar in a Box. And so they're going to be talking to you a little bit about film and storytelling in the video. And so after you watch the video, your reflection question is, what do you like most about film? This can be based on what you saw in the film. It can be just of your prior knowledge in general. I think most of us have watched some kind of a movie or TV program or something that is filmed with a camera and then later viewed by others in a video or, on a screen type setting. And so I want to hear your thoughts. What do you like most about film with your current knowledge that you have, with what you know about it right now? Once you're done answering the question, you'll move on into our daily activity page, which is, what is film? So film is essentially another type of storytelling, just like theater is. Theater, we tell stories on a stage. Film is a story that is captured forever. You might have heard that saying before: film is forever. And that's because, if it's filmed as a recording, well, then there's always some kind of digital record for it. Back, in the older times, we used to use film reels with actual film in a camera. And either way, with films, there's going to be some kind of physical record or file of the performance that gets watched over and over and over again. And so film is going to combine some similar elements to theater, but not all. So similar to theater, it's going to include acting or vocal work, but film is also going to include animation as well, depending on what type of film it is. Film also is going to contain some technical elements such as lighting, sound, costumes, or other special visual or auditory effects. And so that's similar to theater as well. You will see those same type of things on a theater stage: light, sound, costumes. And then the biggest difference is between theater and film is that film is usually shot with a camera of some kind. And so using that camera allows for different shots. You can go either smaller or wider, different angles, and then you can also add different filters or effects onto the footage. Now, this is not to say that, theater performances never get recorded. They do, or that, theater doesn't ever use any of this stuff. But that's going to be really the biggest thing that sets it apart, is that with films, you have that option of that camera. And with that camera, it gives you, theater, once you start the show, that's it. You're probably, unless there's an emergency, you're not going to have any stops in between. Film, the other difference is, because it is done with a camera, you can go back and edit. So you can, if something doesn't go right in a scene, you can always go back and refilm it or things like that. And so that's the biggest difference between theater and film, I would say, is the use of the camera. And so you're going to check off what are the elements of film below based on, oops, I need to fix that. I will. Based on what you heard me talk about and what you saw in the slide. And then today, as we continue on, we're going to look at the basic genres of film. So there's lots of different ways that you can tell a story. Just like in theater, no two plays are exactly the same. Well, no two films are going to be exactly the same either. Films fall into different groups, and these different groups are called genres. So here I have given you 10 basic genres. These are by no means the only genres. There are definitely more than just these, but these are the big ones. These are the main ones. These are the ones that you're going to see pretty often. So you'll tell me in your question here, what is a film genre? You'll answer here. Our first genre we're going to talk about today is action and adventure. So action and adventure movies are usually very high energy. There's usually a lot of fighting, chasing, movement. You'll see these big sequences of like car chases or fighting. And they're usually a lot of fun to watch. They usually aren't like super, I mean, people are getting blown up and stuff, but like it's not a super serious film usually. Usually there's some kind of like fun, fantastical element to them. And so examples of movies like this would be superhero movies, like, any of the Marvel movies, or DC movies, pirate movies, such as like Pirates of the Caribbean. That whole series would be an example of an action movie. The Fast and the Furious movies, right, with the cars, and it's all about the cars and the chasing and stuff like that. And so those are some of the characteristics you might see in an action or adventure film. And so what you're going to do for your assignment is you're going to watch this trailer for Pirates of the Caribbean. If you have trouble making it play, I know sometimes some of y'all have those issues. You might want to just, like, if you have your phone or another separate device other than your Chromebook, you might want to use your phone or something like that to search up Pirates of the Caribbean on YouTube, just so you can watch a little trailer and see. A trailer is a preview, by the way, just so you can watch the preview of the movie and just get an idea of what it's going to be about. So then you can answer the questions here. So after you watch the trailer, you'll answer the question. And you're going to do that for the next 2 genres that we're going to talk about today. So our next genre is going to be documentary. So a documentary film is going to be a film that shows aspects of reality. And most of the time, documentaries center around true stories or events that are happening right now in the real world. And so actors are really only used if you're trying to like reenact something. So like if your documentary is about bears and you're going to talk about a bear attack, right? You might use an actor to kind of recreate that moment, but everything you show is going to be either real people talking or events that really happened as they're happening. It's almost like a news story, except usually documentaries cover things that have already happened in the past or have been happening for a period of time. And documentaries are also always informational. They're always telling you about a real topic, a real event, a real situation that needs our attention in life. And so you'll answer your question, what are the characteristics of documentary films? And then you will watch a film trailer for I Am Greta. Same thing, if the video does not work, try to use a phone or another device, look up I Am Greta trailer. One should pop up for you. Our last genre we're going to talk about today is science fiction. So science fiction is, or sci-fi, as we sometimes call it, are films that are usually based on outer space or things that happen in outer space or have some kind of scientific fantasy background. So this can include aliens, monsters, planets, outer space, technology, robots, that kind of thing. Usually these type of films take place in the future, and usually you will see some new or future technology being used in the film. So this includes things like space travel, time travel, spaceships, rocket ships, weapons that are space-based, I guess you could say. The big takeaway is space. So science fiction, space, technology, it's that kind of a vibe. And so what you'll do, answer your question here, what are some characteristics of a science fiction film? And then we have a sci-fi trailer to watch. Today's is going to be Avatar. You'll answer your questions. Your last thing you'll answer today will be your exit ticket, which is what were the 3 film genres that we explored today? You'll check them off here and click submit. Once you're done, that's it. We are done for the day. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, you can always reach out to me on Google Classroom comments, Remind, or by popping in on our live sessions during the day. All right, well, that's it for today, everyone. Remember, today is a great day. You're in control of you. Every day is a great day to try your best. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.